Welcome back to the XCOM project. And what's up, 1440p? Relatively easy. Relatively. Notably, those thin men on the first mission don't have 80 aim, so they're not like the impossible difficulty equivalent thin man. Although I did include an option within the game to do that if you wanted to, for some reason. Although I think that would mostly just be suicide. And yeah, let's jump on into our campaign here. I'll try to explain what XCOM is, what we're trying to do, and what the current state of things are. Let's load back into our campaign save. So, as a reminder, we're playing what I call Baalorlord Edition, because I have no creativity, which is a customized install of Baalorlord that I made for myself, including a whole bunch of tweaks, rebalances, and most importantly, a massive difficulty spike in terms of what the aliens are capable of. So I'm kind of playtesting and showcasing that with our playthrough here. This is the XCOM project. We are an internationally founded paramilitary organization with one singular purpose: fight the aliens that are invading Earth and abducting people and murdering people. There are 16 member nations of the Council, one of whom has withdrawn, Canada, because they were infiltrated by aliens. The others all have pretty low panic. We started in France with additional soldiers here, and soldiers are the core of any XCOM project. With the Foreign Legion, we started with 80 of them, so we have tons and tons, who we'll be assigning classes to at some point today. Whittle Wolfie with 10 very generous gifted subs. Welcome to the Cozy Sub Club. And Useless, did I thank you, Useless Gaz, for 23 months? Because if not, thank you. They're aliens because they've invaded Canada. Oof. So somebody was asking for a bit of a breakdown on soldiers here. Let's have a quick look. Soldiers have a number of stats. Health is the cross. The running person is their mobility. That's how far they can move. I think it's like one tile per 1.5 mobility or something like that. There's weird breakpoints with mobility, but every point does help in terms of the possible moves you can make. The brain is will. That's your soldier's chance to avoid panic, as well as their ability to resist mental attack from psionic creatures. Later in the campaign, it's possible that our own soldiers can develop psionic powers of their own, in which case the will stat is also used. The crosshairs, aim. That's a soldier's chance to hit a target in the open at medium range under combat conditions. One aim equals 1% chance to hit. The shield is that soldier's defense. That's a modifier to enemy attacks on them, like the opposite of aim, basically. If a soldier has negative defense, it means aliens are more likely to hit them. If they have positive defense, it means aliens are less likely to hit them. And this icon with a bullet bouncing off of something, that's damage reduction. How much damage is removed from each hit that attacks this unit. Won't get damage reduction on our soldiers for quite a while. We do have a few soldier names left. And I suppose I should get those assigned now. Everybody who has a recruit as their first name, as well as anybody who has an obviously custom name, is named after somebody. I allowed 80 redemptions last stream, but I definitely didn't give out 80 names. So if you redeemed yesterday and I didn't name a soldier after you, I'm very sorry. In all the redemption chaos, I was not able to get all of them. But I can't, at this point, tell who I missed, so we'll just have to do the last few slots. Let's see, how many do we have? We have, I swear, a few soldiers that are unnamed, right? Vicente is not named after a viewer. Gyrus Wuria is not named after a viewer. Hangnyas is not named after a viewer. That's 3. 4, I don't think that's a viewer name. 5. I think just 5. I think Pamda Dev is a custom name. So 5 soldier names to give out. Probably just best to raffle them then. Oh yeah, I might be able to sort by name. I wonder if I can do that. The default, promoted, country, status, class. No. Nope. Name is not an option, apparently. But yeah, let's do, let's see. If I type giveaway 5, will it do this correctly? So if you'd like a soldier named after you, and you don't have one in the campaign already, type !enter. We'll give these 5 away at random. And probably that's how I'll do future soldier names. We'll collect unnamed soldiers into batches and then raffle them off. All right, and entries, lots of entries already. Let's end entries in 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Gaberize, Tooper, WJMV, Nimra, and the Mouse Master. And if any of you would like your soldier name to not be your username, then @ me with a chat message saying something like that. All right, we have them named. Look, Mom, I'm on TV. Cool. Okay, still many recruits who have not yet even been on their first mission with our huge barracks here. Let's review where things stand. Somebody asked, what does the memorial look like? We had 1 recruit die so far, killed by a sectoid after the commander boldly informed them to go for the meld. The meld was in fact a trap. They died. So, rest in peace to you, David. The first of probably many to adorn the memorial here. Let's see. In the hangar, things will be good shortly. How's engineering looking? We have our satellite uplink finished. We'd like to start the officer training school soon. We'd like to start a fission generator right now, actually. So let's sell a little bit of stuff so we can begin making a power generator. We don't need these drone wrecks for now. Oh yeah, so the resources that we have here. Let's review XCOM resources briefly. Credits are the main limiting factor for us. Everything that we have can be sold for credits, and everything costs some amount of credits, equivalent to supplies in XCOM 2. Other core resources include weapon fragments. The alien weaponry self-destructs when the operator dies and leaves behind fragments that we can use to research new technologies. We can also get alien alloys. Extremely light, these alloys are also extremely durable, far exceeding the strength of any substance currently available to us. As this material does not naturally occur on Earth, recovering it from the aliens is our only means of acquiring more. The aliens also have an element called Illyrium, unlike anything ever discovered throughout decades of research and space exploration. As of yet, we have no means of artificially recreating this material, so we should manage the limited supply accordingly. Illyrium primarily comes from alien power sources. So we'll mostly get it from UFOs. Rack with the 12 months, thanks for the full year of support. And lastly, but perhaps most importantly, Meld.
We've been picking up some odd transmissions lately.
Nanites contained in this advanced alien material can be directed to fuse organic and physical structures in various ways, allowing powerful genetic and cybernetic modification. We're definitely going to want to get our hands on some Meld across the course of the campaign. Okay, so let's build a fission gen. Only takes 10 days. Satellite's done in 19 hours. We're going to want to launch that probably right away. Don't have any satellite requests for Europe, huh? Unfortunate. Maybe we'll get one?
Commander, our satellite is prepped and standing by for launch. We are ready to deploy it on your orders.
Cool. Let's scan until we get maybe the last mission.
Commander,
there it
we're
is.
Receiving a transmission from the Council. Coming on screen.
Our Council mission, Target Escort. One of the scientists serving in a remote observatory used for tracking and monitoring UFO activity in Brazil has come under attack. Not allow the aliens to threaten any personnel contributing information to the XCOM project. Deploy a squad and ensure his safe return. Okay, not too bad. Our first Council mission. I'm happy to get the observatory mission now, because the later you get this mission, the more of a absolute terror it becomes. Will Van Dorn appear in Baylor Edition? Yes, he's definitely an NPC that can appear. Because we're playing with the DLC missions enabled, because I want to highlight how those have changed, we're unlikely to see Van Dorn for a while, unfortunately. I was hoping he could have been this mission here, but if he didn't roll for the first month, we probably don't see him for a while. Because our Council missions are locked for a bit. Next month is always Portent, and then month 3, I think, is always Site Recon. So it'd have to be July or later, probably. Longmore already made the standard DLC missions a nightmare. True. I made them a different nightmare. I don't know why I felt the need to do that, but I did. Alright, we're going to launch a satellite over Russia right now. Because, crucially, this gives us a bonus, a passive bonus for having it under our control. And that bonus is +1 bonus health for any newly promoted infantry and assault soldiers.
Satellite launched.
Which we get now. And if you look at the barracks here, we have a whole lot of unpromoted infantry and assault candidates. In fact, I think we have a whole bunch more down here, right? Yeah, infantry, just one. We're going to take a couple of these on the mission now. Let's see. How is our officer candidates doing? Wounded for 14 hours. Just outside the scope of being able to go on this Council mission. Bummer. Yeah, bummer. That's okay. I'm sure it's fine. So who is going to go on this mission then? We'll take Leroy. Probably 6 specialists. You don't want any rookies on a Council mission. Never. Never, ever. At least it's not a bomb disposal. Could have been that, too.
We look forward to seeing your progress.
So we'll take Jenkins. We'll take... Let's see. Soser looks like a very good infantry candidate. Bobbio looks like a pretty good assault. I do not mind going double infantry here. Burned is the kind of soldier I want to be infantry as well. I like my infantry to have high health, low defense, good mobility. Will I play XCOM every stream from now on? Probably not. We'll definitely have days where I don't want to play this game, or just don't choose to play this game. Alright, Burns. Oh yeah, you're a tank. Why low defense good for infantry? Because these infantry are meant to get shot. At least the way I'm going to build them. We'll take perks that give this soldier more durability, like Will to Survive and Resilience. And their job will be able to be the center of attention, essentially. This soldier doesn't really want the low defense, though. I think this one will be a crit soldier. Closer. Also rolls 7 health, though. Maybe both tank. Unsure, actually. 7 health makes me want to take you a tank. Either way, 2 7 health infantry, very strong. Will I play only XCOM for the rest of my life? Maybe. don't know how much longer I'm going to be alive, so maybe. I would like a gunner. Gnome has 72 aim. That's quite a gunner. Be a good Overwatch gunner. My other gunner candidates have weird amounts of... They have too much will and not enough anything else. I like Gnomed. Will I play the OG XCOM Enemy Unknown? I don't intend to. I don't want to play Open XCOM or anything like that. One stinky aim. Ooh, I say. Alright, gunner needs a medkit. I think medkit's smoke grenade. I like high cap mags on the infantry so they can keep shooting. Just over and over again. Smoke too. We do want some cover destruction, so I want an engineer of some variety. Even could be an engineer. Sure. Even will be an engineer. Nice. I do want to... Oh, something broke. I have to fix that. I was going to say, I wanted to highlight some of the changes I made to the engineer perk tree. Currently, they're not working. Make a note to fix that. I'm sure I just spelled a perk wrong. But I did make some tweaks to engineers in Baalor Edition. Primarily to make guns a bit more of a viable option for the engineer class. Longwar 1.0 has a number of perks and items that would encourage you to make your engineers use their gun. But at the end of the day, they're just terrible at it compared to all the other soldier classes. So I wanted to give those items a reason to exist. Revamp this class a bit. Let's see, one flashbang seems important. I don't feel good without AP grenades, but I think that flashbang's good. And then what do we have? We don't have an assault. Maybe an assault is a good idea for the final soldier here. Make Bobbio into an assault. Five health, 14 move, 69 aim. Not bad. Assault definitely needs a motion tracker. Maybe just more health. Actually, no. And a medkit, too. Medkits on several people because we expect there to be thin men in large numbers on this mission, and I don't want to be immobilized if acid gets sprayed onto certain soldiers. These are the right weapons. Could go with heavier rifles on the infantry. Not a bad idea. Could give the engineer a shotgun. I'm not sure I like that. We've got 73, 69 aim. What if you have a battle rifle? A little bit more oomph. That's right, acid. Thin men spit acid in Long War. It only does damage to you if you try to move when coated in it, and it provides some nasty penalties otherwise. Definitely one of the major changes from Vanilla to Long War is the core ability of the Thin Men.
Strike one. Prepare for landing.
Brazilian authorities have requested our help, so that's where we're going next.
Launching.
The Council believes Dr. Marizuki's research to be extremely valuable. They're requesting we escort him safely to the evac point. Big Sky will be in position to make the pickup at the other end of the facility. New objective received.
My efforts here have been focused on studying the alien flight paths, in the hopes of determining exactly where it is they came from.
So, we start here in an observatory building. And the goal is to get Dr. Marizuki to the far side of the map here. And extract him into the Sky Ranger. After that, we have to kill all the aliens on the map anyway. You're positioned in such a way that your most obvious advancement is to open this door and explore into the rest of the map. And I've played this mission a lot of times. And I have to say that opening this door is a really bad idea. Do not do it. Trying to get into a fire... this door has huge visibility to most of the map, so opening the door usually means visibility to one or more pods of enemies. In addition to that, the wall itself is full cover, but it's pretty flimsy. Repeated enemy fire will break this wall and leave your soldiers exposed and get killed, or a muton will throw a grenade at you. I've also found that floaters like to shoot right through this wall. They don't care that it exists. They can see right through it because they don't care. I don't know why, but they love it. So, repeated trauma has taught me that the best way about this mission is go around the back. We're going to exit out into this area and sneak around here. Meanwhile, Dr. Marazuki is going to try to minimize the amount of things he can see. Probably going to be a thin man that jumps onto the roof, which will be annoying.
Orders received.
So I'm just kind of at the mercy of that thing.
Oniva.
If XCOM gives you a straight line to an objective, ignore the straight line at all costs. How do XCOM aliens watch TV on their ship? With the mute on. Oof. Most annoying thing in general about XCOM is how you don't want to see things. Yeah, I think the pod system is probably the series' biggest weakness, at least for the new XCOMs. The old XCOMs don't have this problem, and it's one of the reasons the old XCOMs are cooler, at least in terms of gameplay mechanics.
Greg 1, we've got a wave of X-rays closing on your location. Eyes up.
Usa with the Prime sub in 2 months. Thank you, thank you. And here, there's the thin man on the roof. Guy's a problem. Alright, we're gonna have Dr. Marazuki hide right here.
It's clear the aliens have developed a propulsion system that allows for faster than light travel.
How do I avoid that thin man being a problem, though? I'm not sure.
Roger that.
So what's the pod system? By the pod system, I mean, in this game, aliens move together as a group, initially in missions. While they're in this state, they all act as one. They can only move around the map, and they won't ever take offensive actions like shooting at things or overwatching or anything that would really be threatening to the player. Once the aliens and the players see each other, the pod becomes active, and aliens will start acting individually and taking offensive actions. This means that a lot of the game centers around controlling vision and moving your soldiers in such a way that you either see or don't see enemies that you're looking to either engage or avoid. The Boomer! Welcome back. Thanks for 59 months. Commander's back in the saddle. But yeah, it means there's sort of a lot of, in this game, metagaming around vision and controlling what you can or cannot see, because it changes the state of the aliens and how they behave. So, for example, if I just sit here in the corner of the map and end turn repeatedly, I don't have to worry about the aliens coming to get me and kill me, because until they become active, they're not capable of taking that action. But once they're active, oh boy, they are mean.
I'm on it, Commander.
Alright, I want the infantry in the locator here. Actually, I need somebody watching over where the doctor is going to be, though. Heck.
Heading out.
Change the outcome by not observing it. Yes. Pods will occasionally patrol. Yeah, pods can patrol. And so they can walk into our line of sight and then become active. If they do that, though, we get a turn before the enemies get to do anything, which is really crucial. Why do I still need to kill after every alien after we escort Dr. Marazuki? Because Central said so. In general, in this game, you have to kill every alien to finish a mission. There are very few exceptions. Also, realistically, we can't let any of them roam free here on Earth. They're gonna cause total chaos if they do. Right,
I
Mr.
find myself
Marazuki, I
wondering
think
how
you're gonna come
far
with
these
me.
creatures have traveled to undertake this invasion. The resources involved are staggering.
I'm a little worried that Thinman can do something nasty, but let's see. Gonna Overwatch one more time. We start moving around. I'm gonna take the Doctor with me. But I don't know where that Thin Man on the roof is gonna go. I'm a bit worried about that one. The drop-ins behave a bit unpredictably at times. And here's another one. Oh, shoot. Worse. Well, that's not good. We do have the motion tracker. Just keep overwatching. Again, I want the infantry down here.
Aye, aye, Commander.
Rotate. Not willing to throw my smoke, because I don't think it's that likely that the Thin Men just try to jump down. And if they do, I want the Overwatches to kill them.
Тихо. Слышали что-нибудь?
Oh, that is not good.
Really bad chance Overwatch shots.
Ah, missed the target.
Okay, that was a double move, fortunately, so we can pick this fool off for free. More or less for free.
I'm on it, Commander.
Here. I don't have any hollow targeting on anyone. No, I don't even think we have any Lance Corporals. It's all specialists on this mission, right? I think so. So just everyone has their base class perk. So we'll suppress this guy if we have to, but mostly we'll just shoot at him. Does anyone need kills for promotion? Even could get a few. Not gonna happen for Burned. Gnome could get 2. Leroy's already getting promoted. Soser's already getting promoted. Bobbio would need many. Okay, so try to get the kill to the engineer. So now have the engineer shot. 57%. Take the shot. 57% to hit. Fire.
Under.
Good. Okay. Just everybody else Overwatch. See if the other one comes down. Move up soon. Let's start rotating around here. Let's actually use the motion tracker. Get our first idea of what, if anything. Okay, we can see that the Thin Man is possibly on the roof. Let's see if it's dropped down here. No, okay, it's on the roof above this soldier. So hopefully it won't drop down. It'll be spooky. I should go here then. Seems safer. And we see that there is a large group of things just outside the door. Looks like 6. That's quite a pod. I think I'd rather creep around. The other option we have is to rocket a hole in the wall and fight from deeper in the building. I think I'd rather creep around.
Вас понял.
Nothing over there. Oh, we got a hint of another pod further back. Okay.
Moving out.
And we definitely want to get Marazuki to safety. Fortunately, I know one place on this map safer than anywhere else for him.
Overwatch. Aye, aye.
Moving out.
They should be safe here. These two. So we hear thin men, sectoids, and mutons. So we're on this mission. Alright, here's the safest place for Dr. Marazuki. Hidden in the corner. Where no alien can see him. Just by pure distance.
Cool.
Location confirmed.
J'y vais.
Okay, keep moving up, overwatching occasionally. Make sure everyone's reloaded here.
Good to go.
Slow and steady is wise on these missions, because there's no meld, and things can go really sideways on council missions. Stakes are high, too. We really want the scientists from getting the mission completed. Oh, crap. I have glimpsed things that I did not want to glimpse. Through a window there. Oh, through the double window. I see. Okay. Well, that's not ideal. Now we have a bunch of stuff active. Now I think I want to actually doobie here and let them come to me. Made the yellow circles angry. I did. I did.
Commander.
Okay, you're gonna reload, buddy.
Back online.
You're gonna hunker.
Standing fast.
Infantry are gonna double back. At least one of them is. Burn. You're gonna double back. Jenkins has to hunker.
Moving to position.
I'm a little scared of a thin man jumping down. The one thin man that's on the roof is concerning, because it could appear suddenly, and that'd be bad. Not want that to happen. But I may not get a choice here. Alright, hide, buddy.
C'était quoi ce bruit?
Okay, nothing showed up. Not sure if I should be relieved by that or not.
That's affirmative.
Oh. How did you get there? You know what? I'm not going to ask questions I don't want the answer to. How long have I worked on this mod? As a hobby project for like 4 months, I would say. Quite a while. A lot of which was just, you know, playing it. To see how it felt. Jump through the telescope opening? Could be. Aliens are also occasionally capable of passing through doors without opening them because of dark alien magic. AKA Firaxis coding bugs. So it could also be that. Okay, we need to make sure it's suppressed. I guess we'll take whatever shots we're going to take. Also known as closing the door behind them. Wait, what? Never heard of such a thing. Why would you do that? Doesn't make any sense. Sosa gonna hold down the fort on his own over there, or is he gonna rejoin us? Unclear. This pillar is indestructible. I definitely could be convinced to steady a rocket here.
Yes, Commander. Come on.
Probably that's what I'll do. You're gonna hunt on you. Not gonna do that. You're gonna move up here and Overwatch. Yes, you're gonna steady. I think Burn might also Overwatch. I'm more afraid of another creature appearing. Not sure what to do with this infantry, but I think I should rejoin the force here. Let's go over here. Brief glimpse of another alien. Somewhere in the fog, sectoid mine merges. I think we can actually see where they are now. It's 4 sectoids, 2 thinmen, I think. That pod we activated. Plus the one thin man dropped in somewhere. There he is. Oh god, okay. I'm really glad that was a double move, because that was not what I wanted to see today. Yeah, that could have been bad. Fortunately, we now have a 100% chance to shoot him with a battle rifle. Unfortunately, that'll probably spray acid onto Saucer. Also, it is definitely rocket time. Just blow up this whole corner of the building, please.
Firing rocket.
Two for one. Classic Leroy Jenkins. Good job. So that killed, looked like one thin man and one sectoid. That's what I saw. So yeah, we have two thin men left. Well, we have one thin man left. Yes, that did spray acid onto Saucer. So, acid. Non-immune biological units, that is our soldier here, suffering from acid have mobility penalties, will take damage when taking most actions. Hunkering down or doing nothing will result in no damage. Units also receive reduced damage reduction, aim, and reduced range for area of effect attacks. Lasts, I believe, 2 to 5 turns randomly. You can heal it with a medkit. Okay. There is another thin man out there somewhere. I'm a little afraid of that at the moment. Can the engineer? Yes. Well, sort of. Go here. What I mean to say is, can the engineer get a grenade onto that sectoid? The answer is yes. Please also damage the other one affected by the mine merge.
Grenade.
Sick. So that was another kill. We killed one sectoid, and we exposed both of these. We said we wanted kills on... not burned. Not really the assaults. I guess the gunner. Yes, take a shot, gunner. In fact, if this hits, I think the gunner gets a 2 for 1. Did not hit.
Negative damage.
All right, well then burned. Try to get a 2 for 1, or no, just a 1 for 1. Oh heck, yeah, just a 1 for 1. Burned. Try again. Thank you. Okay, so there is one sectoid and that one thin man. And we know where the sectoid is. Not charge forward too much. The mid-range pistol shot is appropriate here. It's also a reasonable spot to go. Guess I could motion tracker to see how safe that is. Does critical roll before hit chance? I don't think so. Not in this game. That was an XCOM 2 thing. Hit chance and crit chance are independent here. Certainly they are in Long War. I think that is my move. Yeah, we'll use our second motion tracker. I'm willing. It does remind us where the thin man is. It's now ahead of us. That's good, actually. Oh, crap. Okay. Well, I'm glad I didn't commit heavily. Yes, there is another pod just a little bit further back. Go figure. Okay. Noted. In that case, undo what you just did and try to take a pistol shot. 49%. Fire. Got it. You're gonna hunker. Yeah, rare case where we could see the aliens, but they couldn't see us. I don't know how or why that works. It just does. Hello. This thin man has decided not to do anything threatening to me, and therefore they are in for a bad time. The gunner can pin them down, and then everybody else can move to flank and kill.
Copy that, sir.
Solid copy.
Overall, this is a very good start to this mission, I would say.
Chargé et paré.
We just have to suppress this thin man for one turn.
Maintiens ma position.
Don't think it's necessary to also flashbang him.
Adjusting my sights.
Some lousy shots here.
Damn it.
But more importantly, have the gunner move into full cover and then lay suppressing fire. That'll essentially force the thin man to shoot at the gunner. That taunt effect, just the way the AI determines what to do. And when they miss, they really miss. True. Hey, now you're being a problem, sir. I don't have enough ammo for another suppression round, and I don't have enough movement to flank. Because it hunkered down in the cover that it's in, I can't really shoot it either. Very clever. So we probably have to flashbang it then. That's unfortunate. We only have the one flashbang. I guess I could use a rocket.
Двигаюсь к точке.
Also take a shotgun shot that's 30%. I guess there's a chance that kills. Very, very tiny chance. Oh, that really never kills, huh? Sounds like I have to flashbang then. Bummer. Well, have to is a strong word. I could hunker everyone and put the gunner on Overwatch, and then the alien will probably just shoot at the gunner. But it would do so full cover. That's kind of spooky. Doesn't mean keeping the flashbang, though. I kind of like that idea. You still have acid, so you stay still. Okay, let's try this. Hunker everyone except the gunner. Overwatch with the gunner.
On Overwatch.
Okay, that's expected, I suppose. We can take the turns to neutralize that, though, so that's not a big deal. Let's have the assault. Get in the corner here. Trying to figure out what tile has the least vision out of this building. I think it's probably this tile, actually.
В два счета.
Blah. Okay, that means there are no aliens active right now. We have killed 8 so far. So it's time to move up and reload and reorganize.
We're green to go.
Chargé et
And
paré.
wait out this acid that has hit our soldiers here.
All set.
Je garde l'œil ouvert. En observation. Я готов.
On
That means I can even reload the pistol on the assault. That's nice, I guess.
Roger. Holding.
Moving to
Not that I expect to take 2 more shots with it, but now I can.
Кажется, мы здесь не одни.
What does acid do? Essentially, it hurts the soldiers if they move or take any action other than standing still for a bit. Which can also cause them to panic, which is the bigger issue.
Back online.
Holding position.
Got it covered. Tout de suite.
J'ouvre l'œil, commandant.
Okay, acid's all gone. Begin the painful process of moving up. I guess we do want to move up in this direction now that the wall's gone.
Got it. Enemy spotted.
Okay, we spotted the group. That's a much more reasonable group. That was 1 thin man, 2 sectoids, and 1 drone. Not very threatening. Right, 1 thin man? Yeah, 1 thin man. Okay, let's definitely have the battle rifle shoot at the drone, because that'll kill if it hits. Drones are a pain in the ass. First try.
Pacifié.
Good. No pain in the ass for me.
On my way.
Let's get the Rocketeer moved up a bit. Burned is also way out of position here. I think we'll just suppress that sectoid. Might be wise to throw some smoke down. Maybe not. Can I change the nationality of the units? No, that requires like a whole separate mod that I did not install. Once determined, it cannot be changed.
Ring in the
Alright, we'll lock down the sectoid. Problem is more the Thin Man, though. We'll get him to low cover over here. The assault over here-ish. I'm going to use the motion tracker next turn, because we need to know if moving up would create more attention or not. Not very many good moves, I'm afraid. Move up a bit. Ouch! Oof. Sectoid nails a 17% to hit the gunner, causes a panic, the infantry also panics. We miss an Overwatch shot. This is already going badly. Thin Man sprays acid on the panicked gunner. I guess that's not too bad. And Sectoid fails to mind fray the gunner. That's good. Okay, Burned is covered in acid, but they have a med kit, so they're probably fine. They can even heal their friend here. Gunner. Alright, let's see the motion tracker. Motion tracker indicates no additional alien presence. We can get all the way over here and flank this sectoid. Looks like the motion tracker says the other sectoid is right behind that Thin Man. So can I get an explosive onto that Thin Man? Rocket looks like no. There's a wall in the way, and I want the rocket for the last pod anyway. What about a grenade? From here. Yeah, there you are. Yes, we can grenade that. That's perfect. That just actually just killed them both instantly, which is perfectly acceptable. Good explosive. Alright, in that case, we just need to kill this one sectoid, right? And we can do that with a running gun over here. Well, let's just verify. Motion tracker says stuff is back there. We want to go here. Here-ish. Feels safe. Go here. Good. Sectoid down. Should have exercised restraint, I guess. No, I'm perfectly happy with that explosion kill. With 3 soldiers out of commission here, I'm very happy to just solve the problem.
Yes, sir.
Please heal the gunner.
Prends des antalgiques, ça ira mieux. Position confirmed.
I wonder where the best place to shoot a rocket from will be.
Affirmative.
That's affirmative. We're green to go.
You have acid. You can't move without taking damage. No, you don't have acid. Never mind. Great. Kick that door. Group everyone up for now.
Let's rock.
So, it should be the last group of enemies over here. Let's see if this spots them. No, good. In that case, that's where I'm going to put the Rocketeer.
Moving.
Target confirmed. On our way.
Aye, aye, Commander.
Let's move up a little bit. Be safe. Be sneaky. Why enemy within over XCOM 2? I prefer this game over XCOM 2.
Roger, looking out.
I like Long War 1 more than Long War 2.
Overwatch.
I like the audio and visual of the game more. I like the strategy of the game more. I want running gun back, so let's wait one more turn here.
C'était quoi?
Слушаюсь. Там кто-то есть.
Our first Muton. Fully armored brutes. The Mutons are kind of like the frontline alien soldier. They've got heavy armor that gives them high health, and in Baalorlord Edition they have damage reduction instead of a little bit of defense. In Long War, Mutons have something like 10 defense, so 10% less chance to hit them. Now, they're easier to hit, but harder to hurt, which is maybe not a better thing. And he's super gonna eat a rocket to the face now. Question is, do I want to also blow up all the drones with the rocket? The answer is maybe. It would be better if I could not do that, though. Yeah, the frontline guy that's the very last to enter the battle because he's so slow. Also the Muton. For sure. Awkward. See if I can battle rifle some of these drones.
Je vais commencer à les compter.
Okay, one down's not bad.
Négatif.
Under no circumstances should we allow the Muton to take an action without being impeded. I can flashbang him, though, for one round. That's somewhat tempting. Wish I had another spot to shoot these drones from. Guess we can overwatch from here. Alright, I'm gonna take a regular assault rifle shot at this drone. Maybe this is not wise. At least we hit it.
On the move. Got it covered.
You need to retreat a little bit. We're gonna go over here. We've seen Billy Zane enter combat. I can't remember. We've only lost one soldier so far, although there were a couple crit wounds. Four, huh? Interesting that didn't trigger either Overwatch, but this one did. Nice. Good shot, Gunner. Okay, the Muton is in this building somewhere, waiting to be rocketed. Can't see him now, though. A little tricky. Maybe I just shoot the building? Slightly unclear. Let's see if Saucer can kill the drone. No, we want the gunner to kill the drone, right? Yeah, we want the gunner to kill the drone. Try to do that from back
That's
here.
affirmative.
Wait, the Muton can't see you if you miss. Nice. Gnome gets a promotion. Good shot. Now what? Now I need to find the Muton. Oh, Muton, wherefore art thou? No, I can't take that shot now because I might hit the assault. Heck.
Je vais vers la position. Headed there now.
Don't like this. Okay, you can hunker instead of overwatching. That's way smarter.
Je me retranche.
Got it.
Should be a
Moving.
pretty safe move.
Je vais vers la position. J'ouvre l'œil, commandant.
There he is. Get him! There's that Muton armor in action. Takes only 4 damage.
Крутятся гады! Хотят с фланга обойти!
The assault can flank the Muton, but I'm not sure I want to do that. And a dad joke for the crowd, courtesy of Featherfall TT. Did you hear about the assault soldier that got engaged? They're having a shotgun wedding.
Je confirme la position.
Maybe from here I can shoot the Muton. Problem is, if I hit the Muton with the shotgun while flanked, it might just get angry at me. It's definitely not guaranteed to die to a shotgun shot. Let's try from here. 87 to hit. Fire. Just enough damage to crit, getting Baalorlord promotion, or just enough damage to kill. Good. Good shot.
We're green to go.
Double time.
Okay, so that is every alien on the map. There are a few more that will drop in as reinforcements. Overall, really good council mission.
On it.
Barring some bad crap with the reinforcements happening.
Je suis prêt.
Let's just put ourselves in position to deal with those drop-ins. How's it going, Sandstream Pop? Streaming your favorite game. Good.
On the move.
Put Leroy and Gnomed up top here.
Rolling out.
Ну же, шевелись!
Position confirmée. On y va.
I'm on it, sir. Location confirmed.
Okay. Marazuki. Come with me.
Roger that.
Vous pouvez venir.
Вот так!
En observation.
Scanning. Roger. I've got
Regarde
my
l'œil
eyes on.
ouvert. Budu настороже.
Je reste en
I'm on it,
observation.
sir.
Okay, still none.
Overwatch. Aye, aye.
Ok, je surveille la zone.
Scan en cours.
Overwatching.
Run! Interesting. Okay, there should be some drop-ins as he gets close to the exit here. Make sure his soldiers can follow him.
Bien, chef.
5 sur 5.
Don't know where the drop-ins will
Making a
appear.
run for it.
I love separating my squad like this, but I'm doing it.
On Overwatch.
Enemy forces headed your way, Strike One. Get ready.
Okay, one thin man way over there, huh?
Je suis en route. Thank you for coming to my aid. I only hope my data is beneficial to the cause.
Good.
VIP is safe and on board.
We have a new objective. Well done.
Kill any
Now
remaining
you just need
aliens.
to eliminate any remaining hostiles.
Like I said, we have to. There is no choosing not to do it.
En position.
Moving to designated position.
We still have rockets. We still have one. One rocket if we really need it. We have one. It's the one, huh? One thin man who is in an unknown location at this time. Okay, that is spooky. I don't like that.
On my way.
Where is he?
Бегу.
Oh dear. Seems to be going around the back. I don't like that.
Got it covered.
Affirmatif.
But don't like that. Burn, stick your head up there. Let's see if they're up top. Yes, okay. The assault, get up there. No. No. That's right, it's more scared of us than we are of it, or something. We're gonna go over here. In a position to run and gun next turn. I'm gonna throw smoke up top here, so that our soldier up top is less likely to get killed by the Thin Man. It would be very hard for the Thin Man to kill a 9 health soldier. Not impossible, maybe. Oh, that's close to close enough.
Stepping off.
Eyes on the prize.
Cool. Trying to evaluate if I'm going to run the Overwatch by making this move. I don't think so.
Двигаюсь к точке.
Good luck, Bobio.
Да, сэр.
Ah, crap. Good job, Bobio. You dodged the shot. Really thought that was not going to go off there. Well, now you get a 93. Although, do I want you to do it? Or do I want Burned here? I think I want Burned to try to get the kill. Let Burn do it. Let's get right up in his face.
Executed to the numbers.
GG. 17 aliens later, we're done. Not too bad for our first council mission. I might have had a better option for dealing with that Overwatch that I probably should have used. Thankfully, it all worked out. Gnomed took a hit. That's right, they got hit by the sectoid. That was the only wound we took. Otherwise, great mission. Almost everyone gets promoted. Let's see, why don't we give out some promotions here? Leroy gets to choose either Ranger or Heat Warheads. Basically, never take Will to Survive on my Rocketeers. I do like Ranger, though. Ranger makes the assault, their base weapon, more powerful, as well as adding 1 to rocket damage. So it makes the rockets stronger. Of course, Heat Warheads makes the rockets way stronger against mechanical stuff. But the Ranger makes the rocket better against everything. I do like that everything. Since I scaled up the amount of enemy aliens, did I need to scale down their individual XP, or will the teams scale faster than usual? I have left the experience normal, so we will get more level ups faster in Baalorlord Edition, which I imagine we're going to need. It's possible that I decide to tweak experience, which I would probably do by just tweaking the amount of experience required for each rank, because I don't actually know how to change the experience that each alien gives. I didn't find an easy configuration for that, but a good question. I did consider changing experience, but I chose not to. So we'll have lots of experience. With 80 soldiers, we're going to need lots of experience too. So I'll take a ranger here. Decent stat ups. 7 health is good. Appropriate for Leroy. Yeah, more XP equals more fun. I also agree with that. Let's see. Bobbio. Probably going to take Close Combat Specialist. The Assault perk, right? Good perk. Also rolled health up. Good. Gnomed. You have huge aim, so I wanted to make you into an Overwatch gunner. Let's take covering fire. 78 aim. Yes. No, sir. Not sure if you're a tank or not. Unsure. We'll wait on that. Fativan. Probably be a gun engineer. Let's give holo targeting. Show off my gungineers a little bit. We get 3 sectoid corpses, 4 thin man, 1 muton, our first muton kill. Some drones, some alloys, 1 lonely meld. Most importantly, panic protection, scientists, and money.
We'll be watching.
Was in Brazil or something? I think that was in Brazil. Cool. The scientists are very important. That speeds up our research very substantially. Really not gotten any requests so far, huh?
I appreciate your efforts to support the research team, Commander. I've already put the new recruits to work in the lab.
Thanks. Nothing else I need to do before I scan, right? Actually, we should maybe build an access lift. So we can get down onto the next level of our base. Yes, we should start on that. $100. Damn. Probably there's nothing more before the end of the month. Oh, there is one more abduction. Cool. That means Junkman can go on one more mission this month. I like that.
Urgent requests for assistance.
In Matsuyama.
There are abductions in progress at each marked site on the hologlobe.
Matsuyama, Japan. Waterfront map. Meaning a sniper is probably a good idea. Might also want to promote some more soldiers. This is a good mission to get some rookies in, though. So we'll probably want to bring at least 3 rookies. 3 probably sounds right. Let's pick our rookies here. Master's slow, but decent stats. Remember having to choose between 3 abduction sites. That is from vanilla. In Long War, you simply respond to each abduction one at a time. So you essentially go to all 3 on separate missions with separate soldiers. Blacktron has nice stats. We'll take Blacktron. Want decent rookies on this mission. Ooh, J-Fed. 4 health, 15 move. Let's get J-Fed in there. God, Terrorish has so much will. 5 health, 41 will is a pretty crazy soldier's roll. Let's take Vintage Luke with that 5 defense. Could be an officer candidate. Alright, Junkman's coming along. Junkman is one of our... or going to be an officer once they get enough missions. Also going to take holo targeting, yeah? Yeah. Not happy with your health stat, Junkman. Not at all. Let's see. Gaber will level up. They come along. Most of our other specialists will not. Would like another gunner, so I guess I'm going to promote one of these crappy weapon specialists into gunner. Into crappy gunner. Three health gunner, no... they're both 3 health. Ooh. 3 health is not what you want on a gunner. Is White Death still alive? They sure are. Oh, yeah. I want to make Ramclaw into... yeah, I want more scouts. Scouts are very versatile with the Baylor Edition changes. Ramclaw into a scout here. Yeah. Give you a shotgun. Motion tracker and... ceramic plating. Okay, we should have good vision control on this mission, at least. Well, that'll be nice. Okay, bring some smokes. I guess we'll bring Gaber Eyes. No, I want a gunner, right? Yeah, no. Gunner. Need a gunner. What does the alien trophy do? It means your soldier is gonna succeed at their panic checks, basically. It's a nice little small item for soldiers who have really bad will. Ugh. Guess I'll turn Zyrak into a gunner. I'm not happy about it. Please roll health. Damn it. Well, you got 70 aim at least. But yeah, I'm not happy. For the waterfront map, I'm going to bring an LMG gunner. The light machine gun has squad sights and can fire beyond visual range, as well as huge damage and huge ammo. So it's quite a gun. It'll help keep our low health gunners safer here. So we got 2 smokes. No, 3 smokes. 1 flashbang? No, I want 2 smokes, 2 flashbang. 2 explosive. Decent firepower. Hollow targeting. It's about as good as we're going to get. Just a moderate objection. Can't be that bad. Launch.
Prepare for deployment, Strike.
You'll be heading into
Operation
Japan
Secret
next mission.
Calm.
Panic is spreading throughout a major city as the
Never let
aliens
them know
move
that
through
you're
the
calm on the
streets.
inside.
We have to get a handle on this situation.
Secret Clam is a different mission.
Central, this is Big Sky. Strike team is touching down now. Standing by for your orders.
Roger, Big Sky. Reading you 5x5.
Meld.
Strike 1 has the green
Quick.
light for deployment.
Charge of the meld.
Alien object in sight.
There's aliens behind the meld. Of course there's aliens behind the meld. How could it be any other way? Alright, run up and throw a battle scanner. Let us see what is behind the meld.
Incoming signal from battle scanner.
Oh geez, they're closer than I realized. I almost activated them with that move. We have a Muton and 3 sectoids. And it looks like... Actually, that was a pretty good battle scanner, because we can see that there's not much else. So if I move up aggressively, this will work out pretty well, probably. Alright, I want the LMG on the roof.
All an ass.
I want everybody else to be... moved up. Is there such a thing as Big War where missions can have more soldiers and more enemies? I mean, Long War does do that by default compared to the vanilla game. It is possible to mod things further.
Roger, Dodger.
I think you can have up to 12 soldiers within the engine's limitation. 12 is the hard maximum
Running.
for this game. Alright, can the gunner get into gunning position
Heading
without
out.
pissing off the aliens? Yes. In that case, take one more turn to
My way.
just creep up towards their vision here.
Moving to position.
You guys are fine. You were mostly fine.
Rolling.
There's more meld too. Okay. Time to move up then. Junkman, move up.
Copy that. Open
With
fire.
what we've seen so far, it was only natural to assume the aliens would have something specialized towards frontline combat. This hulking creature appears to be that unit.
I don't envy anyone who has to go up against that thing.
Muton. I don't know why they didn't say that for the last Muton. Confused. Alright, Blacktron, grenade those fools. Although, don't hit the meld, please. Thank you. Ooh-ah. Alright, one Muton out in the open is one dead Muton. Light him up. Junkman, apply hull-up targeting. Actually, wait. What's our gunner capable of? Cool. Gunner can do filthy things. Gunner can easily kill the Muton, but I can also deal with the sectoids. Think about it. Anyway, light him up. 3 damage? 3 damage. That definitely makes me want to use the LMG, but what if I didn't?
Heading there now. Heading to that location.
59, really? Okay, let's take this with the shotgun. You know, I don't know what I was expecting. Good shot, I guess. Rip the meld. Classic.
Headed there now.
Let's shoot this guy with JFed, rather. JFed gets promoted for killing a Muton on their first mission. Good job. Vintage Luke, take a bad shot at the sectoid. Miss.
That is not
Alright.
good.
Lock him down.
Heading out.
Alright, there's the other meld canister. Let's try not to blow this one up.
I'm on it, Commander.
2 sectoids? Yeah, there's 2. That's what I thought.
I'm rolling.
These battle scan.
We've got eyes on the AO. If I had to hazard a guess,
Oh.
based on its profile, I'd say the aliens developed this unit with the intention of tracking
2
and
seekers, 2
isolating single
drones.
targets. It appears to have a sophisticated evasion system as well.
Perhaps we should try to avoid those tentacles.
That's our first seeker. There was one in the first mission, actually. It's not our first seeker. What am I talking about? Absolutely not our first seeker.
Roger that. Pressing hostile.
Oh, I can shoot this sectoid with a gunner from here. Thanks to that squad sight with a light machine gun. Pretty sick. I guess I don't want to activate that yet. Get to that very quickly here. That's a reasonable grenade then. On this sectoid, if I won't need it for this pod. Game is awesome. It sure is. Game is a classic. Okay, please try to break the cover without killing the sectoid.
Hoorah!
Perfect. Alright, who needs a promotion? Blacktron, you have not gotten your promotion yet, so take a shot. No luck. That's the rookie curse. Vintage Luke, you have not gotten a promotion yet. Take a shot.
That's a load of
Oh well. Junkman, you know what to do. Classic rookie moment. Direct fire. Dead.
see you in hell.
Okay, that just leaves the mechanicals, which will be harder to get kills with for the rookies on. Oh well. Spartacus Clement, thank you so much for the Prime sub in 8 months. And the Pope with a full year. Congrats on crushing it with the defect boss swap. That's fun. That cargo container had it coming. That's right. 2 turns. Okay, so we can get that next turn. Apparently I can see the Seeker, the drone, but it's not active. Interesting. Odd.
Affirmative. Heading there now. Aye, aye, Commander.
So I don't want to activate them. Move up.
Let's rock.
Roger that. I see you, Commander.
On Overwatch. On Overwatch.
Weird. Okay, get the meld. Okay, 10 meld for canister. Would have been really nice to get that other canister, but oh well. So we have 2 drones and 2 seekers that went into stealth.
Stepping
So
off.
annoying. Thankfully, we have battle scanners, which can reveal the seekers. Let's see them from there. Troublesome drones.
Heading there now.
Orders confirmed. Moving in.
Aye, aye, Commander.
Let's have a shotgun Overwatch.
Overwatch. Aye, aye.
Rookies will try desperately to shoot at the drones, but will probably not be able to do anything. Definitely a crapshoot trying to kill drones with rifles. Much better to use bigger guns or explosives.
Damn it.
Okay, surely there are seekers seeking around. Let's see if we can find them.
Eyes open.
There's one. I don't know where the other one is. Maybe we can get the rookies to kill that thing. Electron, take a shot. Nice. No sign of the other one, huh? Interesting.
Moving to Overwatch. Moving out. I'm out of firepower. Adjusting over here. I feel, Commander.
Luke, take a shot. Somebody will eventually hit him, I'm sure.
They're on the move.
Oh, decloaked and shot? Oh, that's rude. They don't usually do that.
Adjusting sights.
One damage.
Cover my flank.
Oh, gosh. Oh, that could have been bad. JFED almost died to that drone. Thoughts on the turn limits in XCOM 2? I like them on some missions. And I like that there are missions without them in XCOM 2 as well. I think mostly they're pretty well done. In general, I don't enjoy turn timers that much. But XCOM 2 did them pretty well. Do I understand what the soldiers say when they aren't speaking English? Sometimes. Some of the commands are, you know, you hear things often enough, or see it in other culture. Like I don't need to understand German to understand Jawohl, for example.
Heading there now.
Means yes, sir. All right, Luke, take a 79 of this Seeker. I'd like for you to kill it. No luck.
Try. Adjusting sights.
Seeker is a problem, then. We have to use the shotgun on it. There is vision from here. Good. Okay, shoot it with a shotgun. Seeker is a much softer target than a drone. Shotgun can barely scratch the drone, as you saw, but against the Seeker, it's pretty good.
Hostiles pacified.
Blap. And then I really need this drone to die, so let's holo target it.
Copy that.
Junkman, apply holo targeting.
Negative damage.
And then a 72 to kill it? Or what? I think we gotta kill it. Damn. Well, we didn't kill it. That's not ideal. We're gonna shoot someone in the face. Please shoot Blacktron in the face. She has 7 health. Thanks. Only means yes, but a bit fancy. But isn't that what yes, sir means? Kind of, right? It's just a fancier yes.
Yes, Commander.
Rolling down. Luna with the Prime sub in 10 months. Alternately, maybe I'm proving that I don't speak German and I don't know what Jawohl means. It can also be your takeaway. I think I want to give this kill to the gunner. Blapped. Alright, that was easy. Only 8 aliens on that one. Could have gotten both meld, but we did a bit of an oopsie there. Can a unit get multiple promotions in one mission? No. Your experience is capped at 1 short of whatever's required to get a second promotion. So, for example, if you start as a squatty who has 120 experience, you need 350 to get to Lance Corporal. So you can get to Lance Corporal in 1 mission. The next promotion after that is Corporal, which is 700 experience. In 1 mission, you can't take a soldier from squatty all the way to corporal. They could only get up to 699 experience, and then they have to stop. Generally, that cap does not apply in Long War, but it can if you are doing some weird stuff with a low-level soldier in a really long mission, or if you're playing Dynamic War, and then all experience is doubled. That can also make it quite a bit different. Oh, good, we got some more weapons candidates. Good. This is a good gunner. Or Rocketeer. Oh, I like this. 15 move, 2 defense. That's a good gunner, too. I like 15 move gunner quite a bit. Let's make J-Fed into a gunner. I like 15 move, 65 aim gunner more than I like 15 move, 65 Rocketeer, that's for sure. That would have been a fine random as well. Get an assault or something. Get 90 bucks. A little bit less panic in Japan. And a... How do you do? Let's see, what we did not do was get the scout to corporal. That was only their 4th mission anyway, right? To get a lot on the last mission, though, for Junkman. Yeah, 1 more mission for Junkman. Cool, cool. So that'll be next month. I think that was the last mission of the month. Has to be, right? Can't launch the satellite until it's done. Oh, finally our first council request we can actually do. 12 weapon fragments for an engineer in Germany. Good. Engineers are an important personnel type. There's 2 in the base. Engineers and scientists. Scientists control our research speed. And engineers control how quickly we produce, we fabricate items, as well as how many facilities we can have. I don't think I want to spend any of this money. We're probably going to buy more planes next month. So we're in pretty good shape right now. Yeah, a difference between translation and localization, right? Sometimes what the words mean doesn't equate to what the phrase means. It's kind of interesting. Language is fun.
Commander, our satellite is prepped and standing by for launch.
Right, so we want to launch that. We're just in time, right? It's 11:13 a.m. on the 31st. We can get the income from this month if we launch the satellite right now. over either the UK, which will give us less ranks required to unlock officer training school projects. That sounds very nice right now. Or reduction in cash, alloy, and Illyrium for mech and shiv primary weapons. That can wait. Let's launch over the UK. Also scientist for UK, engineer for Germany. We do get more money from Germany. But I want that Sandhurst bonus.
Satellite uplink facilities at maximum capacity.
We'll get 649 at the end of the month. That's probably the most we'll ever get in 1 month, I'm going to be honest. What will we do with all that? Like scopes. Scopes are a bit cheaper. Marksman scope is good too. Let's give me one of each.
Incoming transmission.
We are extremely impressed with the progress.
We did get one UFO to escape from us in the first month. Otherwise, a pretty good first month.
Results were beyond
Would have been perfect if we nailed that third UFO.
That is not a statement this council makes lightly.
But there's plenty of time in the campaign to make up for that. Overall, a pretty normal first month. The goal in month 1 is to get a decent portion of your barracks assigned a class, really, and that's about it. We've not even done half of them because we have so many soldiers. Yeah, the UFO escape was just some lousy interception RNG. With all this money, I'm going to buy a new plane here. I'm going to make sure a couple of our planes have Stingray missiles. We expect bigger, more armored UFOs to show up this month. Can we get Canada back in the future? Yes, it is possible to reclaim a country into the council. To do this requires an alien base assault, which in Long War is a long, difficult mission, and in Baylor Edition is even more difficult, with even more dangerous aliens present. So we will not be able to retake any countries until the late game, probably. Which means we have to be very careful about how many countries we lose control over. Alien materials research complete. Our understanding of the alien materials is limited at best, and we could spend years deciphering the complex manufacturing processes required to produce and manipulate these substances. However, we have managed to crudely adapt some of the observed techniques into our own research. Our first development, a multi-walled carbon nanotube weave, was modeled after an unusual pattern mirrored in several of the alien materials. This new configuration has proven to possess a greater tensile strength than any material previously recorded in known science. Adapting this fiber into an armor-reinforcing vest will surely afford our soldiers increased protection on the battlefield. That's alloy plating here. A dense weave of nanotube fibers. We can also make the Phoenix Cannon our first interceptor weapon. It's not a lot better than the current guns that we have for them, but it is slightly better. And I have to imagine we want to rush towards better armor. I think getting better armor fast is a good idea. So maybe we'll get up to Phalanx. Make some Phalanx suits for our squad. That should make things a lot more survivable. Getting beam lasers also relatively important. But I think armor first. I think I want to go armor first. We should also, at some point, research xenobiology. This will let us trade sectoid corpses for scientists, which is, yeah, it's important too. But I want to get the armor made. It does take 11 days. I'm going to go armor first. I think armor, then xenobiology, then we do beam lasers. Something like that.
I appreciate your
Let's
efforts
go
to
armor.
support the research team, Commander.
I'm also going to make a couple of those alloy platings. They're a little expensive, but they're nice.
The aliens were intent on conquering Earth. There's not much we could do to stop them. I'm guessing they have something else in mind.
We're going to want either a lab or a workshop. Maybe I'll go lab. Oh yeah, and we need the officer training school. We're going to save some of this money for OTS stuff. So I guess let's see what the first mission of the month is. 12 meld for 90 bucks, says India. I don't usually like selling meld, but I do need money right now, and this will improve the country defense of India. It'll give them more resistance to panic and stuff, so I think that's definitely worth dispatching. We want to fulfill requests where we can.
Contact detected.
Okay, a defensive mode. Access lift operational. Uh-oh. Warning, access lift. Sometimes that happens.
Detected.
Okay, so we'll send up 2, right? It's in defensive, so I think we want to send up 2 planes in aggressive mode here. And that should be able to take this thing out, I hope. Launch fighters. They're very brief interception windows, so there's no guarantee here. Easy peasy. No survivors, unfortunately, so a cash bounty was awarded. We don't get a mission, but we do get money. It's a bit sad. Well, what else you got?
Commander, we're detecting a new contact.
It's a much bigger one.
Much larger than anything we've previously encountered.
Let's take a peek at that.
I recommend we scramble our best equipped fighters.
Yeah, missile way too effective. Super effective.
Bangs out. We lost the bubble.
I just wanted to peek at what kind of ship this is. Probably an abductor. Doing an abduction. Yeah.
Commander, we've picked up multiple requests for assistance. Abductions in progress are marked on the hologlobe.
Excellent. Another light mission. This time we're in April, so the aliens should be a bit tougher now. But we should still be able to bring 2 or 3 rookies. And we want to bring our officer candidates. We're going to bring both of them. Clax and Junkman. This is... Oh yeah, this map. Okay. Do I think shooting the big UFOs for -1 research is worth the potential plane damage? I have to look more into that. I only recently became aware that you could affect alien research by doing that. I think once you get the more accurate, like more rapid-firing weapons, it can definitely be worth it, like with laser cannons. Eating the hit is nasty, though. Depends on how good your Air Force is. But yes, you can kind of ping the large UFOs for very minor damage to inconvenience the aliens slightly, if you want to. Alright, as far as rookies go, this would be a good mission to bring rookies that don't actually need to get kills to get promoted, because I would like to focus the kills on the scouts. So let's take Bianca and Luke? Yeah, and Luke here. I'd like to bring Zyrak. The regular gun this time. And I would like some cover destruction, so we'll take Bow. I guess this will have to do. 2 scouts, 2 rookies, gunner, engineer. The motion tracker. Hey. You. Probably want 2 motion trackers on this mission. Very probably. Bianca swap the AP grenade. No medkits, huh? Give the gunner a medkit. That would mean no smoke? No, we have 1 smoke. Yeah, give the gunner a medkit. Any alloy vests or scopes? They're in fabrication still, unfortunately. We don't have those yet. But soon. Very soon. Yeah, not a very powerful squad. Should be an easy mission, though. So, 1 flashbang, 3 explosive grenades, 1 smoke, 1 gunner. Good enough. 2 motion trackers.
We have visual.
I'll take it.
France is sending an urgent mission request. We're still picking up transmissions indicating alien movement in one of their major city centers. We should get down there and secure the area ASAP.
This is Big Sky. Strike team has reached the AO. Requesting authorization to deploy.
Solid copy, Big Sky. Strike 1 is cleared to engage.
What's the TLDR of this game? Aliens are invading Earth, and you have to organize a military to stop them, basically. It's pretty cool.
I'm on the move. Solid copy.
Okay, there's aliens up ahead.
Will do.
What have we got over here? We just like threw that at them. Seekers and a thin man. It's not bad.
Moving out.
Rolling.
Roger, crack.
Moving out.
Let's move up in Overwatch. Cool. That's probably all the aliens there are, so let's just engage with these, kill them, and then we can deal with the others. The gunner can't quite make it there, that's sad.
Moving to position. Enemies in sight.
Watch the side!
X-ray on the move. They're flanking us.
They're doing what? I can't see the thin man. Wait. I can. Trouble, trouble. Oh, good question, Dave. I'm playing on my configuration for Classic, so that is... aliens are equivalent to their basic level, Classic difficulty Long War, but they have double alien research and greater numbers and other stuff. Difficulty-wise, this should be hard. I'm not sure how hard this is, but it's gonna be hard. Definitely. Super hard.
Moving out.
I'm going to throw a grenade at these Seekers. I'm afraid of them. To bounce it off the roof of the truck? Actually, don't have to. Interesting. If we're flying low enough, I can just hit them. Glorious. Just hit them then.
Throwing grenade.
Nice. Didn't kill either, too. Which is perfectly what I want. Alright, Clax. Try to kill the front one. Good work. Junkman. Try to kill the second one. Wait, to get in cover first.
Moving.
47% fire. 2 shots, 2 kills. Okay, I'm no longer afraid of the Seekers. I am afraid of the thin man still.
Aye, aye.
Can't get a grenade onto him. I could Overwatch to dissuade unnecessary thin man movement. Get the gunner over here. Kick the door. Vandalism is required. Alright, Bianca, take a crappy shot. Good luck. Shot. That means Luke could try to kill it, but I think I'm just gonna Overwatch.
Overwatch. Aye, aye. They're falling back.
Runs the Overwatch.
That's a load of bull.
Interesting. Not how I would expect them to move. Interesting. Very interesting.
That's affirmative.
Okay, there's meld right behind them. Okay, so if I want the meld, I have to get up in there.
Heading to that location.
Not quite willing.
I'm on the move. Roger. I've got my eyes on. On you, Commander.
Roger, got my eyes on.
Okay. Ready to rock.
Eyes peeled, Commander.
Nice.
Adjusting sights.
Adjusting aim.
Oh, the drones have 3 health now. Gonna make him a royal pain to kill.
Roger that.
49 of the Seeker for Clax. What's Meld supposed to do, and why is why is it a valuable resource? Meld at its base level is useful for the merging of cybernetics and biological tissue. So it can be used to make cyborg robots, essentially. Which makes it very valuable for making, well, cyborg robots that have superpowers. And giant punchy fist arms.
On the move.
Or you can genetically modify your soldiers, also an option. Alright, Clax couldn't hit that 49, that's fine. Do we give Junkman a shot? I think Junkman's gonna shoot at the floater, huh? That floater to be dead. Can't see the floater. Cyrax shoots at the... Do I use red fog? No, I use aiming angles, but not red fog. I find red fog is mostly a buff to the player, though I don't like to use it too much.
Heading to that location.
This is sectoid awfully close here. Oh, and I see there's a third alien there. Maybe I'm just gonna throw my AP grenade at this grouping. This is a little scary. One drone dead. The other drone actually took no damage, because drones are a nightmare. And the floater is severely injured. I would like to kill the floater. Maybe Bianca needs to help with that. Let's start by holo-targeting the floater. Junkman gets the kill. Shot. Okay, that leaves us... There is a Thin Man. That's a bit annoying. Thin Man is scary because our officer's in low cover. Holo targeted his face right off. From here. That's a better cover. Take a shot, Zyrak. No luck.
Damn it.
We could get closer. Spooky.
Solid copy.
Fuck. Yeah, that's gonna be bad. I think Bianca just overwatches to try to dissuade this sectoid from moving. don't like what's going to happen here.
Roger. Got my eyes on.
It's good. I was worried about what that would do. Okay, drone eats the Overwatch. That's not good. Probably means the sectoid will do whatever it wants. Drone shoots at Peepo. Misses, thankfully. Oh, he's afraid of that. Uh-oh. Oh, no. Shoots at Bianca. 2 damaged. Very low. It's like low roll max DR. Presses Peepo. What's the Seeker gonna do? Seeker's gonna shoot Luke for 4. Ouch. Yeah, that was bad that we missed it. Luke is injured. Peepo is suppressed. Life is tough. Revolving doors mod, when? Okay, Bianca's gonna run away. Be like back here or something. Nice, easy mission, he said. It'll be fine, he said. Nothing can go wrong, he said. Ooh, boy. Yeah, not having the gunner available to suppress that Thin Man is a real problem. That Bianca run up and shoot him in the flank, but then the sectoid will kill her. Said easy. I didn't say no deaths. True. Alright, we're gonna move here and try to shoot at the Seeker with the gunner. Only at 40% though. I think so. Actually, just have the suppressed shotgunner shoot the Seeker. That seems more likely to work. Great. Alright, I'd really like to put a smoke down, which means that drone is going to be a problem, huh? Drones are afraid of shotgun Overwatch. Maybe that's the play here. Scared for this rookie, though. In fact, maybe they should run away if they want to live. Yeah, we're going to have Luke run away. The safety zone. And Bianca also running away. At least somewhere she can't be seen.
Let's do this. Alien object in sight.
There's the meld. 3 turns. Cool, cool.
Got my eyes on. Missed.
Yeah, we got the drone to go the other way, at least. No idea where the Thin Man is. That's spooky. It's not cool. Don't like that. Should be able to move up. Yeah.
Drag out.
Moving.
Let's see. Junkman just needs 1 more kill, so this would be a really good shot to take with Junkman. There's 1 more sectoid and 1 Thin Man in here. Let's just move the rookie slightly. Found the Thin Man. It's a scary place, because he could flank us, right? Bianca could be in bad shape here. Alright, Junkman, trying to get promoted here. Promoted!
On reserves.
Congrats, Junkman, on surviving long enough to become an officer. Potentially.
Moving out.
Hiding the bus stop. No, because the Thin Man will shoot us with Overwatch if we try to go there. So, no. Move up and shotgun Overwatch. Just reload. I have no idea what to do with Bianca. I think she moves back on the line of sight. This has got to be the safest spot. It does nothing.
Cover my flank.
Watch the flanks!
Oh. And then it's on the meld, which I believe I have to grenade. Because nobody can get to it anyway, right? So it's gone.
Move into position.
I'm on it, Commander.
I like that the drone can just see me, though. But yeah, we're going to throw this grenade. Rip melds.
Going out. Commander, it would be preferable if we attempted to retrieve those canisters rather than destroying them.
I understand your opinion, Valen, but we've got important stuff to do. I can't really kill the Thin Man, though. This has gone badly.
Solid copy. I'm on it.
Heading there.
Junkman, try to shoot at the Thin Man. Good shot, Junkman. Yeah, you move over here. Overwatch with the shotgun. Maybe it'll be scared of you.
Position confirmed.
You... You just want to hunker. Just scared. Good. Something about the Overwatch with a shotgun. I don't really know how it works. But drones are afraid, that's for sure. Okay, now we can suppress the drone. Can we deal with the sectoid? Bianca can run up to the sectoid and shoot in the face with an assault rifle. Problem is, that's not a guaranteed kill. So, I don't know about that. Don't know about that.
Okay.
On my way.
See the drone, suppress the drone. I guess turn that other shot into 100%.
Negative damage.
Shotgun do any damage? Not really.
Headed there now.
Can you do suppressing fire with a rocket launcher? No, but I like your spirit.
Aye, aye. Running dryad ammo.
I think you should run over here and hunker.
No need to ask twice. Digging in.
Oh, maybe the sectoid will flank this soldier now? Maybe that wasn't the smartest. Alright, Junkman, shoot the drone. 2 damage. Peepo, can you kill it? Actually, Officer Clax wants to kill it,
I'm on the move.
if possible. Take a 40% with your shotgun, Clax.
Ammo
Negative.
out. That's the target.
Peepo, take 100%.
Headed there now.
Still no damage. I know it's possible for the shotgun to do damage there, but oof, it's not very likely. Zyrak, shoot it.
My
Terrible.
Damn it. Enemy is still alive.
It's not good.
On Overwatch.
That one's gonna get droned. Unless Bianca saves the day, but I want her to not
Moving to position.
get
Maintaining
killed.
position.
Oh, 5 damage. No! Oh, goodness. No kidding. No kidding. There's a lot of heat on you. All right, now's the time for the flank, Bianca. What do you got?
On the move.
Good shot.
Weapons dry.
Okay, just kill the drone. Please. Junkman, take a shot. Junkman kills it.
Excellent work.
Woof, that was a doozy of a light abduction. Drones having 3 health definitely brings them up a bit in terms of durability. We're going to need laser weapons to deal with them properly now. But those are a ways away, so that's concerning. We do unlock the officer training school. That's part of why we were trying to get some officer candidates promoted as quickly as we could. And I like my scout officers to have low profile so they don't get shot. Ranger's kind of nice too. But please, especially with 3 health, take low profile. Oof. Still 3 health. Spooky. Not even 1 meld? How sad.
We will be in touch, Commander.
But at least Panic in France is down. Okay, we need... I guess we should build our second vision gen.
Power generator complete.
Alright, now we can build the officer training school. It's 200. Take 7 days, and that'll let us expand the size of our squads. It's a pretty big deal. We can also start construction on a lab or workshop now if you want to. We should do that. I think we're going to want more speed of research. Go laboratory. That'll make our research 10% faster. Apparently we have a lot more scientists than engineers. I would like to get more engineers, but let's see what happens.
Contact detected.
Okay, we have a medium contact. This one's different. I'm going to send up Raven 1 with balanced stance, Raven 2 with aggressive stance. Try to do some damage, and then Raven 5 and 3 can finish it. How's it going, Jankoviak? What's up?
Engaging bogey. We're getting eaten up here. No joy here.
That was bad. Mostly misses.
Contact
Unfortunate.
detected.
Let's do double aggressive. Did tag it a little bit.
We're in pursuit.
Jeez.
Disengaging. We're going down.
Oh,
We're punching out.
shit.
Contact detected.
That was bad. Please finish it off. Losing a plane is really bad. Just thought for sure we'd get it, though.
Enemy is padlocked.
Damn it. Come on. Thank you. Whew. see. Which one did we lose? We lost Raven 5? Wasn't the one with kills, right? No, I did lose the one with 2 kills. Oh, heck. Shit. Well, that sucks really hard. But we got the UFO mission. Time to buy some new planes, I guess. Dang. Big dang. Maybe 1 rookie? Not too many rookies on this mission. Mediums are pretty challenging.
If you enjoyed that video, watch this one next, and don't forget to follow on Twitch to watch the content live. Click the link in the description below.